Alright, welcome to a high-speed electrical safety quiz. We're going to test your knowledge on the critical NFPA 70E concepts that can save your life. Whether you're prepping for an OSHA exam or a job interview, these are the questions that separate the pros. So grab a pen, keep score, and let's see what you've got.
You know, in electrical work, there are no small mistakes. One wrong move, one bad decision, and you're looking at a devastating shock or an arc flash injury. This isn't just about passing a test, it's about making sure you go home safe every single day. So let's find out if you're prepared. First question is coming right up.
Question 1. What is the safest go-to approach before you even think about working on electrical equipment? Is it A, work at energized to avoid downtime, B, create an electrically safe work condition, C, just wear thicker gloves and go for it, or D, only use insulated tools? Think fast, you've got 5 seconds.
And the correct answer is B, create an electrically safe work condition. This is the absolute foundation of everything we do. Both NFPA 70E and OSHA start with one simple rule: get rid of the hazard first. That means de-energize it, lock it out, tag it out, and then test to prove there is zero voltage before your hands go anywhere near it.
Okay, question 2. We all know de-energizing is the rule, but when is working it hot actually justified? Is it A, when the job is super fast, B, when you have PPE available, C, when de-energizing is truly infeasible or creates an even bigger hazard, or D, when your supervisor just says it's okay? 5 seconds.
The only right answer is C. And let's be real, the standards are incredibly strict on this. Infeasible doesn't mean it's a hassle. It means it's pretty much impossible to do the task de-energize, like certain kinds of testing. And an additional hazard means something serious, like shutting down life support in a hospital. This kind of work always requires an energized electrical work permit.
Question 3 is a big one. What really defines a qualified person according to OSHA and NFPA 70E? Is it A, someone with an OSHA 10 card, B, a person licensed in any old trade, C, someone with demonstrated skills and knowledge to see the hazards and avoid them, or D, just somebody who's worked on site for 5 years? You got 5 seconds. The answer is C, and it's pulled right from the NFPA 70E definition. Look at those key words: demonstrated and avoid. It's not about a piece of paper or time on the job. A qualified person is someone the employer has verified has proven they have the right skills and the right safety training to handle the specific job and its hazards safely.
All right, question 4. Let's talk about PPE. What does ARC-rated or AR clothing actually mean? Is it A, that it's just flame resistant? B, it has a specific heat protection value from testing? C, it's waterproof, or D, it blocks electric shock? 5 seconds on the clock.
The answer is B. It means it has an ARC rating, measured in calories per centimeter squared, that comes from specific lab testing. Now this is a super important point. All ARC-rated clothing is flame-resistant, but not all flame-resistant clothing is ARC-rated. That AR rating tells you exactly how much heat from an arc flash the gear can take before you get a second-degree burn. It's a huge difference.
Question 5. We hear about the arc flash boundary all the time, but what does that invisible line really define? Is it A, the distance where shock is impossible? B, the distance where the heat energy hits 1.2 calories per centimeter squared? C, where hearing damage starts? Or D, where equipment always explodes? You know the drill? 5 seconds.
And the answer is B. That boundary is all about the distance where an unprotected worker would get hit with 1.2 calories of heat. Now, why that specific number? Because that's the point where a second-degree burn is likely to start. So if you cross that line without the right AR gear, you're stepping into a zone where you could get seriously burned.
Okay, let's switch gears from arc flash over to shock protection. Question 6. How do the shock approach boundaries relate to each other? Is A, the restricted boundary farther away from the limited? Or B, is the limited boundary farther away from the restricted? Which one is it? 5 seconds?
The answer is B. The limited boundary is farther away from the live part. So, think of it this way. The limited boundary is the outer caution zone. Unqualified people cannot cross this line, period. The restricted boundary is way closer to the hazard. That's the danger zone where only a qualified person with the right shock protection PPE is allowed to go.
Time for a practical one. Question 7. An arc flash label says the incident energy is 6 calories. What is the minimum rating your arc-rated PPE has to be? A, 2 calories, B, 4 calories, or C, 6 calories or higher? 5 seconds.
The answer is C, 6 calories per centimeter squared or higher. This is a non-negotiable black and white rule. Your protection has to be equal to or greater than the hazard. You can always wear gear with a higher rating, but you can never wear less. It is that simple.
Question 8 is all about trusting your tools. Before you use your meter to prove a circuit is dead, what is the required best practice to make sure that meter is working correctly? Is it A, just assume it works, B, use the live dead live test, or C, just test the circuit once and call it good? 5 seconds.
The only correct answer is B, the live dead live test. This is a mandatory 3-step safety check. 1, test your meter on a known live source to prove it works. 2, test the circuit you're working on to prove it's dead. 3, go back and test on that same live source again to prove your meter didn't fail in the middle of your test. No shortcuts.
Question 9. What's the main purpose of an energized electrical work permit or an EEWP? Is it A, to approve and document justified energized work and its controls? B, to replace the need for lockout-tagout? Or C, to skip the job briefing? 5 seconds.
The answer is A. An EEWP is there to document the justification, the hazards, and the controls. Now let's be clear, a permit is not a permission slip to work live whenever you want. It's the opposite. It's a formal risk assessment that forces the whole team to stop, write down exactly why the work has to be energized, identify every single hazard, and agree on the safety procedures to manage the risk.
All right, last question, number 10. This one trips people up all the time. True or false? Those rubber insulating gloves give you thermal protection from an arc flash. 5 seconds, go. The answer is a hard false. And this is a mistake that can be fatal. Rubber insulating gloves are your #1 defense against shock. They stop electricity from flowing through you. They offer next to no protection from the insane heat of an arc flash. For that, you need your separate arc-rated gear, your shirt, your face shield, your balaclava. All right, pencils down. How'd you score? If you got 9 or 10, fantastic. You've got a great grasp of these concepts. If you got less than 8, no worries. Use this as a chance to hit the books on these critical safety rules. To help everybody out, let's lock it all in with a rapid-fire recap.
Okay, here's the cheat sheet. 1, an electrically safe work condition is always the default. 2, energized work is rare and demands a permit. 3, a qualified person is about demonstrated skill. 4, your AR gear must meet or beat the hazard level. 5, the arc flash boundary is all about that 1.2 calorie second-degree burn line. 6, for shock, limited is farther out than restricted. And 7, always use live dead live to check your meter.
If you want to learn more about workplace safety and OSHA rules, subscribe to HSE Study.